All right, I gotta just start this. I'm gonna stop it. Just picked it up after you read that sign, so brand new video. All right, nothing would do but for us to ride our bikes up this hill right here. Jenny said she wanted to make sure we got our cardio today, and we have. Anyway, there's a golf course right over there. I'm standing at the Grand Hotel. Curious, the closer you get, the worse the view. But anyway, this lady's stationed right over there to keep the riffraff out, which I'm sure includes us. But very pretty. Everything here, and those are real horses. This is Fort Mackinac, another little tidbit. Got a pretty good protection view of the harbor. And this guy is who? Who's this guy?
Marquette, French missionary.
French missionary Marquette. That bird's been sitting on his head for about 20 minutes. Saw me photographing him and split. Well, we're aboard this ferry, and oh, I'm lucky I get to see another of those real horses. And I think this ferry that we're on, that's pretty cynical. They are real. I think this ferry we're on is one of those high-speed things. I'll let you know in just a little bit. But there's the fort, and this is we rode around the island about 8 miles. It's very pretty. Ready to go. All right, this is going to be quick. This is the Mackinac Bridge, and we're getting the mud beat out of us again. It's rough as a cob, but we'll make it. We're going to make a dash about 6 miles to a little island called St. Helena Island that's got a pretty good, a very good anchorage in it. So I just want to show you Mackinac Bridge right there. A little tidbit of info I forgot to tell you a while ago. Plus we're getting beat up a little bit. This is I-75. And there's quite a bit of current here because it narrows down really close. And this is, right now we're in Lake Huron, and about when we go into the bridge we'll be in Lake Michigan. So this is where these two lakes meet, right here, and that's I-75. 8:30, August the 1st, Thursday. We did our little Mackinac Island thing over there today, tourist thing. Caught a ferry from the marina to Mackinac Island back to the boat, and hopped in it, and gonna zip up here to an anchorage so we wouldn't have to pay a marina fee of about 65 bucks, and ran up here from the bridge to here about 6.5 miles. We just got the heck beat out of us. But we tucked in behind this island, and there's a lot of wind blowing right now, and if it wasn't for this island right here, this is St. Helena Island, we'd be blown all over the place. Even now you can hear the wind noise. But anyway, we're the sole folks here again tonight, which is fine with me. We're going to leave here tomorrow and go to Beaver Island. But I just wanted to show you this little isolated cove, which is really another just dip in the coastline of the little island. So that's we're on the northern side of Lake Michigan. We just came through a place called Gray's Reef, right back here. Had to chug through it. It's a little rocky, so I'm all over the place. But Gray's Reef is right back there. There's a big cut out here in the middle of the Lake Michigan, and we followed a ship through. I don't think you can see it. I'm charging my iPad, so I can't move around. But that's Gray's Reef Lighthouse. Gray's Reef Lighthouse. Right there. Afternoon, August the 3rd. We're at Beaver Island, Michigan. This island is about, and this little town right here is a little resort town, about 35 miles west of Traverse Bay, Harbor Springs, Petoskey, and the mainland of the western side of Michigan. And we came over here just to kind of kill a day or two, because Monday we're scheduled to be at Harbor Springs to have our engine service. But this has been a very nice little town. We kayaked ashore a couple times, and that's the little commercial part of it in the marina. And then over here we're in there's a fuel barge and a tug and some stuff and some regular folks over here. But everything's fine. Anchor's holding great. We spent last night, and we're going to spend tonight here, and then we're going to boogie out tomorrow because the weather's very suspect. We're going to leave early and just run straight across about 35 miles to Harbor Springs. So just a little update. A while ago, the name of this little town is St. James on Beaver Island. Irish Boat Shop. Today is August the 5th, and we're getting a 200-hour service done on Miss Jenny, and they just lifted her out of the water. We spent the night in that hole right there, which was fine. We had power and electricity, but it's the first time it's been out of the water since over there across from Annapolis, but there she is. I'm gonna make you a celebrity. Getting a thorough service on these engines. Tuesday, August the 2nd in the morning, we had our engines worked on yesterday and completed. I haven't run them up yet, but I'm getting ready to in a little bit. We had to stay over an extra night because a part that I needed for the trim tabs didn't come in. But this is a very upscale place, this whole area. We're tucked in Little Traverse Bay, and this is a place called the Irish Boat Shop. These people done evidently very well, but the socioeconomic level of this place is very high. And Irish Boat Shop are real professionals, and I hope they did me a good job. I'll find out pretty soon. But we've got to walk to the post office and mail some stuff, and just want to bring you up to date a little bit. And that's Another little side note, this guy's a Hinckley dealer. If you know anything about kind of classic boats, there's a old classic right there. Hinckley is one of the top lines of boats ever. There's one parked right next to us. I think that's a Hinckley. Pretty nice. And then you got this Jenny here, which I would rather have than any of those. Hope those are doing well. It's a little bit different perspective of Harbor Springs, Michigan. We had to hoof it to a grocery store about 2 miles away, and naturally it was all uphill, so here we are. I just want to show you this harbor. It's pretty neat. The Traverse Bay, Little Traverse Bay, which is where we are, is right over on the other side of that land right there. Pretty decent little town, sized town called Petoskey is right down there in the bottom. And there's some friends from church that just happened to live up here in the summer, Vince and Lucy Carolot, and we called them yesterday and they insisted on coming to see us, which I was glad they did. It's good to see them, and they gave us a tour, which was very interesting. But this is up on the hill overlooking Harbor Springs, Michigan. This is insignificant, but I just wanted to hope you can see this, how clear this water is. It's very, very clear, very pretty. We're getting ready to pay the bill and wrap up and get out of here, I hope. My wallet's had a seizure. So we're going to get underway as soon as possible if my parts come in. Probably get underway if it hadn't. We're working on getting out of here, waiting on a part. I don't think it was ordered quite. Well, it might have been. But anyway, I got to get out of here. I'm starting to get the hives. I just spotted another gaggle of yuppies, and hope they didn't spot me. They might want me to join them. Doubt it. All right. Well, they want one on their own. This is officially the end of this video right now. I'll pick it up when we get underway and get out of here.